Welcome to Out of the Box from Hudson County Community College. Each month we will bring you timely discussions about education, people, programs, events, issues, and solutions that affect the education and enrichment of the people of Hudson County. I'm Christopher Manos, your moderator for these podcasts. Joining us today for a discussion about Hudson County Community College's radiography program are Hudson County Community College President, Dr. Chris Reber.
Hey, Chris.
Radiography Program Director, Cheryl Cashell.
Hello.
And recent Hudson County Community College radiography graduate, Gabriela Sanchez Relova.
Hi.
Welcome and thank you all for being here today. Dr. Reber, I understand that careers in radiography offer incredible opportunities. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I certainly can, and then I'm going to ask our two experts to talk a bit more about it. But the health professions are growing as a family of occupational need in the nation. In fact, I think the single greatest area of occupational need nationwide is nursing, but allied health and other parts of healthcare are right behind nursing. And if you think about it, our population is aging, and so the need has never been greater for skilled technicians, skilled radiographers, skilled nurses, doctors. The opportunities are almost limitless. And in the medical imaging field, which radiography is a part of, the growth is phenomenal. I think the Bureau of Labor Statistics is estimating about a 26% growth rate over the next few years. So it's an area of a great need in our workforce, and it's an area of great opportunity for our students.
Mm-hmm. Cheryl, can you tell us a little bit about the radiography program at Hudson County Community College?
Yes, I can. It's a great program. We have fantastic instructors. The professional component is 2 years. We're working on combining the prereqs along with the professional component to shorten the time a student needs to attend. Mm-hmm. And it's Monday through Friday. The students will have classes on one day, and the next day they'll take what they've learned and apply it in the clinical setting at our various sites, working side by side with the staff technologists. Then they come back to class and it starts over again. They do get some breaks. There's a lot of opportunity during the school breaks to see things maybe they didn't see during the year. Right now, for our senior students, it's sinus season. So we're getting a lot of head work because of allergies.
Cheryl, can you talk a little bit about what radiographers actually do?
When somebody falls, injures themselves, has a cough, cold, you can't see through the body. We don't have x-ray vision, although we do. We have an x-ray field. And they'll bring the patient in, whether they came in through the ER, through their doctor with a prescription, and they'll bring them into the room, set them up into various positions, and actually take a picture, but it's of the inside, not the outside. And those images go to the radiologist to complete the diagnosis. They can do regular diagnostic, which is what we train our students for here. That's the stepping stone. Then they can move on to other modalities such as CT or CAT scanning and MRI also. If they're interested in something a little bit more in-depth, they can go into interventional. If they want to use their radiography as a stepping stone to go into nuclear medicine, then they are able to do PET scanning along with their CT or CAT scan. They can do mammography also. Mm-hmm. ORs always have live imaging machines called a C-arm that the technologist will operate to do the procedure.
So it's a field with a lot of applications.
Yes.
Lots of different kinds of careers within the medical imaging field.
Yes.
So you can be working in a hospital, but where else?
Hospital, which is open 24 hours. So if you don't want to work day shift, you can work night shift. You want midnights, you can work midnights. There's always somebody at the hospital. You can go to outpatient facilities where, such as CityMD, those Med Express, and you'll get x-rayed there also. Technologists who work there will actually do a little bit more sometimes than just doing the radiology aspect of it. They might do a little more medical assisting, because within the scope of practice, we're allowed to do that. They can also work at surgery centers, where they'll run the C-arms at those facilities. Mobile radiography, they can go to people's houses. There's different companies, or they'll go to nursing homes and x-ray patients.
So lots of opportunities. Starting salaries approaching $60,000?
Yes, it's about 58 starting and moves up from there. And that's full-time with benefits. If you don't need benefits, you might get paid a little bit more. If you don't want to work full-time, you can work per diem, which usually is a higher rate because you're more on call. You don't have a set schedule. They'll call you when they need you, give you a schedule like, next week we'll need you to come in these 2 days. They'll usually pay a higher rate for that. Also, we're in a good area that pays well. If they want to go over the bridge, under the tunnel, they could maybe make a little bit more. Different shifts will make a little different value also.
And our students can also go on and earn a bachelor's, master's degree, and then open up even more
Yes.
opportunities within the healthcare
Yes.
field.
Rutgers actually has a program set up for radiologic technologists, and our HCC actually partners with them. So it's a nice
And
move.
I want to also comment that we have a really fine program, and with programs such as this that actually require students to pass a certification exam or a licensing exam, success is really all about the pass rate, right?
Yes, yes.
And we actually have inherited this program from a long-standing partnership with CarePoint,
Yes.
Formerly Christ Hospital, and just coincidentally, in an earlier part of my career, I worked at Clarion University of Pennsylvania, where we actually had a partnership with Christ Hospital in Jersey City, and you worked there before coming here.
Yes.
And so it's really a small world, but we're very proud of the fact that our program, since we have actually been the host and the sponsor 2 years ago, has a 100% pass rate.
Yes.
100%. Every student that has taken the exam has passed.
Yeah.
So we're immensely proud of the 100% pass rate, but what we're really proud of is our students. And earlier, Gabriela, we were hearing that you recently graduated. Well, the reality is you just commenced a few days ago. We had our May 2019 commencement ceremony. I shook your hand. In fact, I think you were a flag bearer, right?
I was, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what attracted you to Hudson County Community College and to our radiography program.
I went to school for dental radiography a few years ago, and when I realized that I really loved this field, and I told to myself that I want to get a higher degree. So I came here and I asked about this program, and I fell in love, because it's not the fact that we go to school and we learn a lot in didactic classes, but also that we go to hospitals. Like in our first year, we go to the hospitals 2 days a week, and the second year we go 3 days a week to 4 different and great hospitals. And that is when we can actually prove ourselves what we learn in class. We can see how we're doing, where we can treat our patients and feel like we are helping others. So.
And like so many of our students, you emigrated to the United States from, in your case, Cuba.
From Cuba, yeah.
From Havana.
Yeah.
And how has Hudson County Community College felt to you? That's quite a transition to make. What was your experience like here, coming from Cuba, where you graduated high school,
Yes.
and now being in an American college?
Well, as soon as I joined the Hudson Community College team, I realized that this is the place for me to study, because we have students from all over the world, like me, so I didn't feel like I was strange, like somebody didn't belong to that place. That's why I fell in love with this school.
Truly, we have one of the most diverse student
We
bodies
do.
in the nation, and
We
of course
do.
we're located in one of the most diverse cities in the
Jersey
nation.
City, yeah.
And we're immensely grateful that you found your way here, and wish you all the best. Now, you are going to be leaving Jersey City, right?
Yes, I will.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to Florida.
Uh-huh.
I'm planning to move there back maybe in September after I officially graduate from my school. And I'm planning to move to Miami, more specifically.
Much closer to home.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we hope you'll come back and visit often.
I will. I will still have
and,
family here.
You clearly have a very bright future. I was intrigued when I learned that you're a ballet dancer.
Yes, I was.
And you actually went to a Cuban high school that specialized in ballet.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, I started dancing when I was 5 years old, and by the age of 19, 20, I had to stop dancing because I had some problems in my knee and ankle. But yeah, I went to the best school of ballet in Cuba.
Wow.
But I always wanted to do something related to healthcare. So as soon as I realized that I couldn't keep dancing, I see myself starting again and doing something related to healthcare.
Fantastic.
You know, that's one of the great patterns that I see in many of the Hudson County Community College students is that they'll have a particular career or a particular path, and for whatever reason, they find themselves at a crossroads where they need to go into a different path. And it's truly remarkable how effective Hudson County Community College is at helping people make that transition, not only educationally, but practically in the real world. Can you tell us, Gabriela, a little bit about some of the teachers that have mentored you and have been important in your experience here at Hudson County Community College?
I've had great teachers, I gotta be honest about that. Not just in my program right now, but since the beginning. I took first ESL classes where I had awesome professors. They always were willing to help me, not just me, but all of my classmates. In class or maybe outside the class, they were always there to help us. Then I started taking my prerequisite classes a year before the 2 years of the program. And I remember this teacher, my AMP class, Anatomy and Physiology class 1, she is from Ukraine, and she helped me so much. She even gave me my reference letter from my program when I was applying for the program. And I still remember her because she always helped me. And I saw myself in her, like the way she helped me. We kind of had we went kind of same situation.
There's a lot of commonality between what you're describing and Dr. Headley, who we just spoke to in our previous podcast, where the educators at Hudson County Community College really engage and inspire the students, and they're sort of passing the baton to the students to take the next leg of the race. It's truly remarkable.
It's an honor to work in a profession that changes lives and provides life-changing opportunity.
And this is an example of that.
And Gabriela, if you were asked to give advice to someone that might be thinking about coming here and studying, what would you say?
Well, I will say try to, if you have to work while taking these classes, try to take at least a part-time job, because this is a very demanding program. You have to study every day, because I'm talking from my experience. First year we used to have 9 tests every week. So imagine that's a lot of work. So you have to study every night, and then go to school, and then go to hospital, which is very physically demanding too. So yeah.
But the good news is you're going to pass the exam. In all likelihood, we have a 100% pass rate. Cheryl, tell us a little bit about the white coat ceremony.
So the college has its usual graduation, but we have our own ceremony, similar to nursing's pinning. Radiography, we don't have pins. They don't wear caps anymore. So we kind of did something similar to what the physicians do, and we'll present them with a lab coat so that they can start working, and that'll be our ceremony, is that we give them a lab coat. And they can actually start working a job by wearing their student uniform pants and a lab coat, and they're already ready to go.
You know, when I arrived here a year ago, one of the first things I attended was the white coat ceremony last August of 2018. And it's inspirational because it's about some of the personal aspects of the class. Yes. So you can see in this ceremony the camaraderie of the class. You know, you get to know your other students very well because you're together in such an intense kind of clinical classroom environment. But also the families are there. It's about the families and the
Yes.
support that they have offered our students.
And they need to offer a lot of support because they're not going to see them for the 2 years. One of the things that is like, once they graduate, you can have your family member back because they'll have more time. Coming to the program is like a full-time job. And it's important because they helped put you through it, just like we helped put you through it, everybody at HCC.
It's inspirational to see students get to the end of the program and know they've got a great job ahead of them, but also a great career. Gabriela, are you thinking of down the road additional education?
Of course, yes, I am. Yeah, I want to apply to Rutgers. There is this program called medical imaging, which includes MRI, CAT scan, and mammography. And these three modalities they offer you a great opportunity for you to get hired different places. So yeah, of course I will.
Gotcha.
And who knows, maybe after my bachelor's I do something else. Master's.
And she'll be able to do that in Florida because it's online, and they'll work with her and her employer for the clinical aspect of it.
Wonderful.
Awesome. So, Gabriela, if you could describe Hudson County Community College in one word, what word would you choose?
That's a difficult question, but I will say multicultural. Multicultural.
Okay.
I will say.
Cheryl, if you could pick one word to describe Hudson County Community College, what do you think you would say is your word?
Inclusive.
Inclusive. Great.
And as I've said in other podcasts, my word is inspirational.
And can I describe in 2 words?
Yeah, sure.
I will say full of opportunities.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's the truth. That's how I feel.
So Hudson County Community College is full of opportunities, multicultural, inclusive, and inspirational.
Yes.
Our thanks to Dr. Reber, Cheryl, and Gabriela for being part of our discussion. And thank you for joining us for this session of Out of the Box. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share it with your friends and family and visit our website at hccc.edu.